How to activate your third eye. Your third eye is an important energy center. To open this spiritual center, we start off with the right foundations. And the first step in this journey is to go on this path with the right intention. What is this intention? A vision, a promise to yourself that to activate your third eye, you are using this for the benefit of all, being in service to others, and at the same time empowering yourself as the light being that you are. When you come from a place of practice in order to serve, in order to help, in order to uplift, everything around you, the vibration that you radiate, the energy that you radiate, and the spiritual connections that come into your life that mirrors and answers that intention. There's also deeper spiritual experiences and wisdom behind opening up your third eye. And it is that experience and consciousness awareness that both light and shadows, like the yin-yang symbol, are one and the same in this field of unification, coherence, and harmony. Just like your brain, where you have right and left hemisphere, when you open and activate your third eye, you go into the state of being consciously aware and accept both light and shadows within yourself and within the surroundings around you. This helps you tap into the state of unconditional love and compassion for all things in life. When you have this awareness through the opening of the third eye, you can appreciate the weakness within yourself as a gift on its own, and simultaneously, like the moving figurine of the yin-yang symbol, knowing as an alchemist, as a master, as a high priestess, that you're able to transform your weakness into a strength simultaneously. This is the art of alchemy, and this is the art of unification, coherence, and harmonization. And so the third eye in itself, really, it's beyond entertainment of the spiritual gifts, but it is an ingrained unfolding within oneself, a blossoming within oneself to come into your most sovereign and natural state of being. Once you understand this concept, when you understand that the third eye is acceptance of both light and shadow, yin and yang, and both of them are both sides of the same coin, one and the same thing. They can learn and grow alongside each other. You have a very balanced way in approaching opening up your third eye. The first thing that we want to focus on when we're activating our third eye is to purify, and that goes into all aspects. First, the physical aspect. It is to become more aware of your consumption in terms of fluoride, heavy metal, and toxic chemicals that could interfere with the physical manifestation of your third eye, such as the pineal gland and the pituitary glands. These chemicals accumulating in the body can create toxin and physical blockages that can dim down or decrease the power of your third eye. And so for many of you, upon your spiritual awakening, you will start to become more conscious of how you consume, how you connect with your environment and with the food and the water that you eat and drink. Second area of purification is the emotional aspect of the third eye. Here is where you start to become more aware and conscious of your emotional state. You'll be guided by your higher self or your guides or your own innate intelligence to work on your shadows, your egos, your trauma, and your wounds. These wounds are stuck within our emotional body, which is one layer of our auric body or energetic body, can create disruptions, distortions for the third eye to receive these channels. It is important to remember that opening up a third eye is in itself an honor, not a right. To become a channel for the divine We must devote ourselves towards purification so that we can be as pure as possible in order to have the honor and blessing to be a channel for the higher realm. And so working on yourself, healing on your trauma, healing your inner children are all helping you on your path of opening up your third eye. Third area of purification is the mental body. Now, this is a time where you start to become a little more discernful of how you consume images. For example, you might find yourself not wanting to watch images on Netflix or certain movies that are very violent, full of bloodshed, or full of negative or satanic images in these type of programs. You find yourself more protective of what you consume, even using your physical eyes. And this is a good sign. This is where you're protecting the purity of your third eye. The fourth area of purification is the spiritual purification. There are so many ways that you can purify your third eye. You can use energy healing. You can use light codes. You can use activation practices such as forgiveness practices, offering prayers, and so much more. Each culture and each lineage will have something innate within you that you can tap into in order to release karmic blockages that you might have accumulated in your third eye center. One of my favorite ways to purify the third eye is to use light codes. Any type of light codes that works with the indigo, white, or golden frequency is going to be really helpful to help you clear your third eye. The second layer of your foundation is knowing that your third eye is part of a circuitry. It's not just this one energy center that you focus on working on. It's grander than that. It is part of the circuitry within your entire spiritual being. What does that mean? That means that the third eye, clairvoyance, is also part of your claircognizant, clairaudience, your clairsentient, your healing hands, and your grounding chakras, such as the root chakra and the earth star chakra. Knowing and understanding that your third eye does not operate on its own, just like my teaching in the earlier part of this video, that it is part of a circuitry, an ecosystem. Just like a light bulb is part of a circuitry. The wires and everything has to be attuned in order for that light bulb to turn on and function as brightly as possibly can. The third layer of this foundation is feeding your third eye. Your third eye is an energy center. It is part of your circuitry, but this circuitry needs to feed on chi, prana, or energy in order to properly function. Just like in my light bulb example, if there was no electricity and not enough power or voltage, then the light bulb would struggle to turn on. So look at all the spiritual practices that you're doing. Every little thing that you're doing is exercising and increasing your spiritual battery. The strength of your spiritual power, how long you can uphold a channeling session, how much energy you can sustain yourself through this healing session, how many light beings can you at one time invoke in your channeling session. These are all little practices like building a muscle, building your spiritual power and energy center to uphold more power for a longer period of time. So to feed your third eye with qi, learning foundations such as energy healing, qigong, or proper breathing techniques will really help you activate and elevate the power and strength of your third eye center. My name is Tiffany Otara. I am the High Priestess and lead master teacher at the 144K Crystalline Temple of the Sacred Flames. I have helped thousands of students across the globe activating their third eye and spiritual gifts and abilities. Come join me in my free monthly channeling workshops to learn how to hone and harness your spiritual gifts, including your third eye. You're also invited to come and check out some of my offerings in the links below. There might be something that can help you right now on your spiritual journey. Now go out there and shine your light. I'll see you in the next temple teachings.